And it started out at 13 and went to 18. And these were angry Democrats. These were people that went to her. In one case, went to her. It was supposed to be a party. It turned out to be a funeral. Contributed to Hillary Clinton. None of them contributed to me, that I can tell you. And it started out at 13 and went to 18. And these were angry Democrats. These were people that went to her. In one case, went to her. It was supposed to be a party. It turned out to be a funeral. In one case, went to her. In one case, went to her. And these were angry Democrats. These were people that went to her. In one case, went to her. It was supposed to be a party. It turned out to be a funeral.
All right, guys. What I need you to do is to tell me what he's trying to say in that speech there. Very, very, very interesting words that he chose. Very interesting. So just down in the comments, guys, tell me what you think he's trying to say here. Is he suggesting that she was executed already, or is he talking about something completely and utterly different, and just what exactly is going on there? What I want to do today is talk to you about well, what they call gravity and what they cannot explain. If you ask them what is gravity, whatever puppet you listen to, they tell you they don't know. Look, guys, gravity is very simple. When you get the delusions and the deceptions out of your head, and you get away from the nonsense of the propaganda that's been fed to you all of your life, gravity is a very, very simple thing. There is no such thing as gravity. Gravity starts with the G. It is their God. It is that by which they are able to explain a fake and false universe and everything else. Okay, so they use this word gravity that they themselves cannot define for you. Okay, that's wizardry. That's magic work. That's illusionism. That's deception. Okay, if they cannot define their own word that they created, then we have an issue, and we got to get to the bottom of it. So look around you, guys. Pick up something right there near your desk or wherever you are today. If you're in your car going down the road listening to the video, I suggest you don't do that. Nevertheless, if that's what you're doing, grab something in your car. If you're out at work and you're kind of stealing time from your employer and you're listening to a video instead of working, grab something around work, and whatever you're doing, guys, right now, grab something and hold it in the air and just let it go, and then it falls down and it bounces on the ground a little bit, and it comes to a stop. Okay, now take something else, specifically a balloon, fill it up with helium and let it go, and as it falls to the ground and bounces, oh wait a minute, as it goes up, 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 and eventually out of sight, truth begins to shine into a dark and deceptive world. Gravity, what they call gravity, is buoyancy. If you are lighter than air, you rise. And if you are heavier than air, you sink until you hit a solid object. Whether that is that you've jumped off of a building and you hit a tree, you'll stop on the tree if the tree branch don't break. Or you'll go down to the ground and you'll land on the ground and be dead. Okay, but it is buoyancy. That's what gravity is, my friends. That's what gravity is. Buoyancy. Okay, it's not a mystery. You have to learn to think logically. This is what Q tells us consistently and constantly. Think logically. Come out of the lies. Come out of the deceptions. Come out of their wizardry. Come out of their illusionary world. Come back to the truth, my friends. Wake up all the way. Open your eyes and get the sleep out. Eventually, I'm going to make some videos. There's an important verse. Let's take a look at that verse real quick. Okay, this is the book of Matthew. This is the 7th chapter, and we're going to read the verses 4 through 5. We'll use the King James Version. Or how will you say to your brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye? And behold, a beam is in thine own eye. You hypocrite. First cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. And so what is being said here is that, look, guys, Everyone's under a delusion. Everyone's under an illusion. Everyone has been deceived. The whole world has been deceived. And until you pull the deception out of your own head and eyes, you cannot help your brother. Okay? What I'm trying to get at, guys, is that I'm going to make a series of videos over time here that I'll put into a playlist all of its own, that is basically the removal of this beam that is in our eye. Because until you look, you got to get to a point, guys, where the picture becomes clear. Because until you understand the battle that you're in today, you can't battle. You can pray to the Father to protect the President of the United States, POTUS, the Q, protect Q, and the Q team, and so forth and so on, but you cannot actively participate in the battle until you fully understand the battle. And a lot of people understand Mockingbird Media, which was a CIA takeover of the media as well as entertainment, whether that's Hollywood actors, and remember, Hollywood actors are stars and stars are angels. We'll get into that in later videos. The stars that you're dealing with today are demons for the most part. The vast majority of them are either demons, or else they are people that literally sold their soul to the devil for fame and fortune, and they're now under blackmail and all sorts of other things that are going on. That thing that went on over in California, over there in the Ritchie area, right over there where all the Hollywood quote stars live, where all these guns were found. And as you do your research into that, you realize there's underground tunnels connecting all these different buildings together, and that Beyonce's involved. And we know that Beyonce, when she says something, it's automatically tied with Michelle Obama, as most people want to refer to him. Okay, that she is a he. Okay, because you're dealing with the satanic side of things here, guys, and things aren't what they appear to be. They're illusionists. They deceive. They lie. They manipulate. They are wizards. They are illusionists. They are sorcerers. They are all these different things, guys, and they project to the world a certain image, and that's the smote or the beam that's in our eye, when in reality different things are going on. So it's important that you understand all these different aspects. It's important, guys, that you realize that the objective of your enemy is to divide you and to cause you to come up against one another instead of uniting. As long as you are against one another, you can never get to the truth of things. And they know this, and they understand this, and they use this against you. When you unite, which is what Q is trying to get you to do, when you unite, you become powerful. Because once you realize who you are and how important you are, and in fact, once you realize how much power you were given by your Creator, and you unite under that power, and in truth and in light and in love with a sound mind, you're an unstoppable force, and all of heaven and earth will come to your aid. And darkness is thus destroyed, and that is their biggest fear. So guys, I hope this helps you kind of to understand what's going on in the world today. I want to keep this video as short as I possibly can. Long videos are difficult to get through. And besides that, as most of you guys know, I work a lot. I've got family. I've got another child on the way. And it's finding time to put these videos together and to bring y'all the insight and the understanding and the knowledge is not an easy task for me. It takes a lot of effort. So guys, I'll do what I can, okay? But learn to think for yourself. Learn to use logic in your thinking. Learn to look past what people have told you. because most likely what you've been told is a lie and a deception, or a half-truth, which is a deception, meaning they give you a little bit of truth but not the complete truth, which keeps you in suspense and keeps you halfway blinded. It keeps the beam in your eye. Learn your enemy, and learn your enemy well, because you need to know how your enemy operates. They speak to each other in articles, in news articles, in the titles of news articles. They speak to one another. They tell you this story, which is usually kind of true, but in the title of the article, they are speaking to each other. And once you understand that, you can then take what they're doing, and you can get the messages that they're communicating back and forth with one another. Where they're right there in the title that everyone just looks right past. This is how they communicate. They use the media, they use news articles, they use their stars, their Hollywood actors, they use the music industry, they use all the various industries, the science industry, all the different things. They use it all, guys. They are masters at what they do. Okay, understand and learn Freemasonry. Okay, Freemasonry is all about building. Okay, building something, a structure of some form, some fashion. But the spiritual side of Masonry is that they are building a new world order, or they have been trying to up until this point, and have been doing a very, very, very good job at it. Okay, they are the builders. They build the societies. They build. They're the ones that are bringing the socialism in through the southern border, and the measles and the diseases and the drugs and the ammunition and all the different things through the southern border. They are also the ones that are setting up the things that you're seeing going on over there in California with the White Hat operation that exposed the gun manufacturing that was going on in over there, the Homeby Hills area of California, basically where your major Hollywood stars all live. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video short. Try to keep it as short as I can. Guys, get in the Word, stay in the Word, but most importantly, brothers and sisters, get the Word in you. And I'll make a video here shortly, as soon as I'm able to, that will help you to see why I use that statement in almost every one of my videos. Sometimes I forget to say it, and I do apologize when I do, because it is critically the most important thing that you can do, is to get in the Word, stay in the Word. But the most important part of that whole thing is that you get the Word in you. Okay, guys, I love you guys, and when I say I love you guys, I mean I truly do love you guys. The only two things in life that matter is love and truth. Nothing else genuinely matters without those two things. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll do my best to get these videos up and out to you guys. The news is important, but there's plenty of people out there that are bringing up the news. Some of them ain't doing too good of a job at it, but nevertheless, all that matters right now is that the public becomes aware of the things that are going on in darkness. However that can be done, we need to get on it and be doing it. It's our job, it's our responsibility to shine light into the darkness and to expose the works of darkness. The quicker that we can get the public at large on I'm talking about across the entire earth, the quicker we can get the public at large awake, the quicker things can begin to take place, the quicker things can begin to change. Executions can happen. All the different things that need to happen won't happen until the people are awake enough. Otherwise, you're going to have chaos in the streets. You're going to have all sorts of problems. You'll end up in civil disorder, and there'll be major conflicts, lost lives for no reason, and all these different things. You've got to slow down. You've got to realize the war that you're in, the battle that you're in, how real it is, and how important it is to do it, and to do it right. And if we don't do it right, we will lose. It is important to slow down and allow them to do what they got to do. Take the records, get all the proofs, get all the evidence, wake up the American public, wake up the world public, and cause we the people across the earth to rise up and to stand up in truth and light. Love you guys. Talk to you later.